We need bold leadership. We need people who have, I hate to say it, I'm not going to say it.
They gotta have balls.
A backbone.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, so I say backbone now, but just
Okay.
trust me, whenever I say backbone, I really secretly want to say balls. We need somebody with a backbone.
Yeah.
Who's going to do the right thing and say, I don't care what the public pressure is from the media.
Don't let her stop you from saying balls, because we here in Arizona.
How about coconuts? Is that better?
Oh, you could say huevos.
Huevos.
Was your first time out of the country when you went and shot in France?
Yes.
Is that your first time international?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Oh my God. So the experience itself was so much fun, but there's so many people that love America, that absolutely love America. And it's because of our gun rights. Because if you look at what's
Especially
going on,
if you go to a shooting event
Yeah,
in Europe,
yeah.
because they're used to having a fucking, they have a little electronic device up their ass with a wire that goes back to the clubhouse that
Yeah,
goes straight to the state police. And so when they come here, they're like, hey, do you guys want to go shoot? And they're like, yes. You know, they're like, can we do that? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to shoot? They're like, what do you have? I'm like, you tell me what you want. I got whatever you
like, we got it.
I
We got it.
I got whatever you want to shoot.
Yeah.
And I just go find out the real deal. And he says, we need a guy like you in Phoenix. I'm like, no, I don't like Phoenix. No, it's okay. I like being here. I don't want to go to Phoenix. They can have the big city. No, thank you. He goes, Sonny, I think you do a great job there. Why? Because you don't put up with anybody's BS. You're gonna fight, and that's what we need. We need a loud voice that's gonna fight and do the work.
I got in trouble recently, kind of talking smack about SAG because, well, to be honest, they haven't done anything for actors for a very long time. They haven't represented actors for a very long time.
Over here talking about you wash your ass. I don't know how you guys get down in California, but in Arizona, we got clean assholes, bro. We got clean guns and we got clean assholes. All right.
My OCD just kicked in really heavy, everybody. I don't even know what to say because we went from politics, commies, straight to the asshole. We cut everything out in between. I was a Republican.
Yeah.
Arizona's first black legislative Republican. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
How the hell did that happen in 2019?
I don't know. Well,
no, I mean, I don't mean how did we get a black? I'm like, how is it 2019 that it was the first black guy?
The first black guy.
Well,
yeah.
Because the other 7 black people in Arizona didn't run.
Well, yeah, exactly. Exactly. They said, no, I'm not doing that.
My dad, I go, the sheriff that looked like a country and western star just spent 3 eras of Western literature in his speech and kind of had the room. And I said, all these guys running for governor looked like they were flinging boogers. So let me ask you a question.
I know I have people tell me all the time, they're like, you're kind of a Renaissance man, aren't you?
I get that kind of stuff too when they're not calling me a racist or something, right? Have you been to the Middle East at all?
No, I've never been in the Middle East.
Oh, it's the gayest place I've ever been in my entire life. The Middle East is very gay. You know what happens is the men are sequestered away from women all the way through puberty and post-adolescence, and they develop some strange proclivities. And then Afghanistan is a whole nother level to gay that you don't want to know about.
That is crazy. As religious as those people, they appear to be. I don't know. I've never even been over there, so it appears that they're strictly religious. And I think in some of these places they still stone people. They throw gay people off buildings.
Yeah.
And you would think that
while they're being gay.
Yeah. The hypocrites. It's like back in Jesus' day, the person is without sin, cast the first stone. All of these people are wanting to stone a adulterous woman, and they're committing adultery with her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. So, they're basically going to beat a gay person to death with their gay penis.
Yeah.
That's how gay they are.
Boy. That boy has made the cover quite a few times. I remember that from being like 10 years old.
I don't remember.
A baby that's also half a bat. I'm starting to wonder. They're comparable. Anyway, I think Joe Biden is actually Bat Boy.
I think Bat Boy would do a better job.
I think a Bat Boy would do a better job than him.
Can we start calling Biden Bat Boy? Code word. He'll have no idea why.
When I just created my brand, the dragonfly aspect. It's one of the biggest things that stands out to me, besides being the greatest hunter and the most adaptive species on the face of the planet. And the most efficient, but it's a self-reflection aspect. When you see it fluttering and the light and the wings get hit with that sunlight, the Asians look at it as a symbol of self-reflection. The tombow, like this, I know you used to be in the samurai swords, which is a whole other conversation we have later. I'm trying to find a legitimate dragonfly tombow. And so I love that aspect of looking at the self-reflection of myself and going, you know what? Dragonflies only live for 30 days when you see them. That's it. They're underwater for a while and they spread their wings and fly. And then I go, well, shit, how is that possible to have the longest living creature on the face of the planet, the most adaptive, but only be alive for 30 days. How is that possible? And that puts time in perspective for us.
Right.
You're going back to that illusion that we have so much time. We don't. And it makes me go, well, what's my 30 days, man? What am I going to do in my 30 days on this planet to leave it a bigger and better version than what I came in it?
Guns. And somebody asked me one time, how many guns you got? And I said, no self-respecting gun owner can tell you how many guns they have. I don't know. I have a lot.
I know. It's the same way.
I don't know how many. I haven't done inventory. I haven't counted them all. I've got a lot.
So you're a knife guy too. You're the first person I've had come in, political person that we've had come in to talk with us who's actually slinging one of our knives.
I got that actually about 2 or 3 years ago from a really good friend of mine, Brady Miller,
over at
Monkey Edge,
Yeah.
And he's a dear friend, and I buy a lot of knives from him.
Well, my whole goal was to own a house by the time I was 21.
Okay.
So I still got a few more months.
That's doable. So that's super doable.
Yeah, I mean, I've competed in bodybuilding 3 times this past year, so
Yeah.
I love that industry. I don't know. I would love to just shoot guns and just be
Shoot
rad.
guns and be landlordess.
Yeah.
And own a gym.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's basically I want to shoot guns, lift weights, and just like do cool things. I'll fly helicopters with you.
You just described most of the dudes I know. Most of the dudes I know are like, pretty much I want to kind of like shoot. I want to work out.
I mean, if I could blow stuff up, that'd be rad too.
Yeah. Well, that job is out there for you.
I know.
But it might not make your dad happy.
I know.
So Washington, D.C. is a company town, and the company is the government. You got 93% of them are super uber left-wing Democrats, and 7% are Republicans.
Is that a real number?
That's a real number.
How do we get the crucible of the press fixed? It's the most important thing in our republic, because we will go through eras of corruption. We will go through eras of liberalism and conservatism, however you want to define those terms. There's always
You keep doing what you're doing. You outmarket them in the marketplace of competition of ideas.
But we don't want to be confused. For all of you who are Josh Weston fans, this is Josh A. Weston, not the gay porn star.
At least as handsome, though. Maybe.
I don't know the other guy.
You wouldn't know.
But I'm just gonna go with it.
Straight.
Cosplay mixed with Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Mixed with a lot of people who maybe didn't get laid in high school.
Yes.
That looks like the metallurgy of the crew.
That's the makeup. Mm-hmm.
You just got to tour through the factory.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
It went great. I mean, to see the ingenuity, that secret sauce of America, ingenuity, and the quality, and the pride, that makes a world of difference for me.
Yeah.
I've always been a believer that right of freedom of speech is paramount.
Mm-hmm.
You're entitled to your speech, but so am I.
Right.
And where we've lost it is there's no dialogue anymore.
Right. If you went to college and you're a conservative, you've been liberal indoctrinated. I got waterboarded in leftism.
Right.
Okay. If you're a liberal and you went to college, you didn't get waterboarded in conservatism. You don't know. We know their playbook. They don't know ours.
Right.
So when we talk to them, they're ill-equipped to have a factual discussion about their belief, for which they're willing to throw you in jail.
Right.
And they're so certain they don't have a country's fucking idea about why they believe what they believe.
Right. And you can see that because a lot of them, if you try to have a serious conversation, even the calmest person, they'll get mad.
Right.
And that anger, is just I believe it's a natural response, or it's a natural response to the fact that they have no rational footing to stand on, and it gets them nervous. So they'll start laughing real loud, or they'll get fighting mad, and either one of those is a giveaway. This person, not only do they not understand me, they don't even understand their own worldview.
They're not of substance.
They live on assumptions.
Yes. They're living on what Don Lemon's telling them.
Right.
Was because the mosquitoes were eating my skin alive.
Right.
Like when I say mosquitoes were eating my vagina, swear to God, I had no skin. It was 24/7. The worst environment I've ever been in was the Everglades, hands
I'm
down.
slightly freaked out right now. It's going to take me a minute to recover.
Are you grabbing your chest?
I was just, I didn't want to steal your thunder, so I was letting you talk, but I was just going like, I am kind of naked. I have a naked.